morning, everybody! Today's video is going to be about protective shields and why and how to use them, and examples of different colors and shapes that you can use, and then also the differences between protective shields and ritual circles and the shields and circles that we build up whenever we, that we put up whenever we do ritual. So I need to stop making it so shaky. Ah, it's an earthquake! No, I'm kidding. Okay, protective shields. Why do you use them? Well, you can use them for various different reasons. You can put shields up around your home. You can put shields up around your kids, or your animals, or yourself, or your car. They can be protective shields, healing shields, pretty much anything you can think of. That's the reason why you do a shield. How you do it is visualization. You think in your brain and in your mind and use your third eye and your crown chakra, and you envision a bubble or an egg or a square or whatever shape rings true for you. That's the shape it needs to be. Protective shields typically are flexible and fluid, so they can move and contort with the body as the body moves, or as, I mean, obviously a house is not going to move, so that can be fixed if you want it to, or rigid in shape, not fixed. Yeah, typically protective shields are basically barriers, so that, let's just say that your kids are they're walking to school, or they're going to ride their bike to school. You can put a protective shield around them and their bike and their backpack and everything else, just a big giant bubble or a big giant egg, and you can make it whatever color you want, whatever color you perceive protection to be. That's the color that it can be. I personally am a fan of rainbow shields, because that way the body and the aura and your energy levels can adjust as need be. And whatever color your body needs, or whatever color your soul and your spirit need, that's the color that it takes. So, that's just my personal preference. For a home, you can also do whatever color you want. You can also do whatever shape you want. But yeah, you just visualize that shield. And you don't have to take them down. You can, you don't have to. Shields are one thing that is just purely personal. If you want to put a shield up, you can. If not, you don't have to. You can leave them up for as long as you want. You don't have to. What else? I mean, there's so many different aspects to shielding and everything like that. For example, the dog that I have, my little Chihuahua, and he's right here wanting to say hello. Hi, babe. Whoops. He jumped up in my lap. I don't know if you can see him. Hello. Okay, anyway, he's a rescue, and we had him for about 6 weeks. We rescued him, and then the owners came back to try to get him back, and so we were pretty distraught because he was not in a very good situation. So I put a rainbow colored protective shield around him, because only he knew what he was going to need in that environment, whether it was healing or nurturing or calm or protection or whatever his situation. I didn't know, and so I put a rainbow colored protective shield around him. We ended up getting him back like within the next 2 days, but that's why I'm just such a fan of rainbow colored shields, is because you never know. I mean, you could put a healing shield around someone, but if they're in a hospital, but if a nurse comes and mistakenly gives that person some random medicine that they don't need on accident and the person dies, well, if there was a protective shield, maybe that nurse would have been like, oh, wait a minute, this isn't the right thing, and then fixed it, you know. And that's the really good thing about protective shields and protective barriers, is that it's fluid and it's outward from your body. So people around you, if they mean harm, if it's intended or even non-intended, because mistakes happen all the time in hospitals. It happens just because they're just inundated with so many people all the time, and mistakes can happen. And I'm not bagging hospitals, so please don't give me any hate mail about that. I love hospitals, but I'm just saying things happen, and the benefit of protective shields is once that person crosses that barrier, they go, oh, and a shift changes in their perception of the situation or of that environment, if that makes any sense. So, and I'll give you one example. I always have a protective shield around my car, and sometimes I reinforce it. I say, thrice around, the circle's bound, evil sink into the ground, titanium clad all around. My mom died in a car accident, so of course, that's going to be a hot button for me. I got into a car wreck with a semi. She died in a car wreck with a semi. It's kind of creepy, you know what I mean? Because these things are huge, and I have a kind of a tiny car. But anyway, I was at a stoplight, and I saw this guy coming in my rearview mirror, and he was hauling butt, let me tell you. I mean, there was no stopping him, and he was going so fast, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get hit. And then just instantly I said, I am protected by our might, O gracious goddess, day and night. And I reinforced my shield, and he went, and he just skimmed past me, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And that is the creepiest thing, when you see yourself headed for, oh my gosh, disaster. I mean, because the guy was going so fast, I thought for sure I was gonna be toast. And then I very quickly reinforced my shield, and he went, and skimmed past me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, and so I'm telling you, and the shields work. Try them and see for yourself, because they are miraculous. I mean, they really are just phenomenal. Okay, I'm rambling, and I'm hoping to do this in one take. Yay! So, now the difference between a shield and a ritual spell circle, and I forgot to set my timer, so I'm going to check real quick what time it is. Okay, I'm at 7 minutes, so I need to hurry up. Hold on. Shields versus the ritual circle that we do. Shields are flexible. Like the protective shields that we do every day. Ritual circle, those are typically fixed if that's how you choose to use them. Both will never go away unless you take them down. That's all on visualization. Magic, the main key to it is intention and visualization. And both shields and circles are put up via intention and visualization. Circles, I highly recommend you take them down, because they do create a vacuum into the universe, into the universal life force, and into the spirit realm. So, and how that differs from a shield is when you create that circle, that protective circle, when you're doing ritual or spells, and you call the elements and you call the goddess and the god, that's creating a vacuum. That's you are in that portal, that realm of all time is now. The vacuum into the great beyond, basically. And a shield is just a barrier. It's not a vacuum. It's very flexible, and both circles and shields can be different colors. They can be different shapes, sizes, you name it, that can be different. Circles, you can have like like the one for my car, I say thrice around. That, I picture 3 different spheres rotating in different directions. That's hella, protection right there, especially when, you've got precious cargo like your kids in your car with you or in your home. And that way, it's a lot easier for the circle and the shield to deflect anything that's coming your way. And don't forget the disco ball, people. Disco balls rock. So that's also the outer layer of my protective shields and my circles, because I like disco balls and I like sparkly things. Okay, I'm probably at my 10-minute time limit, but I thought I would say blessed be, and I'm glad you guys joined me on this wonderful morning. And I hope that you have a fabulous day, and I will see you later. Bye.